Yes, there, people. What's happening? Hope you're all feeling well, feeling fresh. Little bit of a random one. You know how I do it. Bosh, I just drops him, he does. Drop of a hat. So I thought we'd have a little bit of a live stream on here, discuss a couple of different things in regards to what's going on at the moment, you know, with Creepy Craig and Space Invader Head. So as you start to come in, leave me a little comment and then we'll start having a little discussion. A few different things to point out. Yeah. Don't forget to smash the likes, guys, on your way in. You know how we roll. So, as we all know, at the moment, I've been having a bit of a back and forth with Hedgehog, man. You know what I mean? And in all honesty, they set the bar low, didn't they? With their one and done by targeting people's ex-partners, making ridiculous statements, putting them out as fact in regards to, you know, children and people who have nothing to do with this. So if anything is slander, it's that. But in all honesty, I mean, I know this is just another scare tactic, but who actually cares about the civil court? Do you think that that's actually going to bother me? Like I'm actually going to be bothered that, they're going to get the civil court on me. It's going to take them 4 years throwing money at the solicitor to get told they're going to get £5 a week on whatever it is they do manage to get. If anything, like I say, after the counterclaims go through, and Hedgehog man's actually got stuff to take, hasn't he? So, yeah, in my opinion, that can only really go one way. Obviously, they're trying to, well, now they're desperate. Since I put that little clip, that little snippet out yesterday, it's like this morning, they've desperately tried to goad me into putting the whole thing out. Now, as I've seen Rach writing in comments, you know, she's since deleted them. Their whole aim for me putting them video clips out is not to get me. This is to get Rachel's ex put back behind bars for Christmas. So again, shows the levels of the people, shows the mentality of them, shows how low they will really go. I mean, they're on here talking about grassing, calling Danny G a grass for putting in a copyright strike when they are actively ringing the police, ringing solicitors, ringing this, ringing that, trying to get people put behind doors. That is real grassing. I don't know if you quite understand that, but that is actual real grassing. And let's be honest, what have I even done to Hedgehog man other than what he does every single day to other people? And I've not even gone to the extreme sick levels what he's gone to and started trying to make up lies. Anything I'm putting out there is fact. As you will have seen, I'll put that short clip out to prove the naysayers wrong. So let's just say that, because that clip shows and proves that I have been speaking to who I said I'm speaking to. And unless I put the full clip out, there's no proof of exactly what he said to me anyway. Is there really, Rach? So good luck on trying to get a man sent to prison there for, you know, creating a friendship with another man, because you can't control who he's friends with or who he speaks to. What's that got to do with you? Why would you now need to get him sent to prison for becoming friends with JDP? Shows you everything you need to know about these people, because they put anything in place to stop anybody speaking out against them. Absolute cretins they are. Come on. Big shout out, Who Cares Entertainment. Hope you're good, bro. Yes, Woody Wanderer. Oh, that short what you did yesterday, bro. I'm not even joking, yeah. Oh, bro, you had me rolling round. I had to watch it about 5 times. I could easily beat anyone in a battle of wits, and it just cuts to me. Class. It's pointless, mate. If you called him out, you know what it's like you did to Danny. They'll chuck hurdles and they'll try and make you look stupid, and the brainwashed dozen will believe him. So there's no point calling him out. He won't meet to fight anyone. He doesn't do physical confrontations with men, as we all know, hence why he got a caution. You know what I'm saying? It all goes without saying. Exactly, mate. Exactly. They come on here day after day after day and literally try and ruin people's lives. Look what they did to Decker. Look what they're doing to Danny. Someone gives them a small taste of it back. Man, they're ringing solicitors, this, that, the other, anything to shut them down. Absolute creatures they are. Do you think this looks like someone who's scared of Craig? Everyone else is scared of Craig. That's why none of them come out and say what he is, and that's why they all run with his agendas and back him up, because they're all scared that he's going to turn his little troll machine on them. That's the truth. You know what I mean? I'm not scared of him. I'm telling him what he is. You know what I'm saying? I'm the only one. And Dr. Rackpool, big shout out the doc, you know, every single time. Big shout out to Woody. Make sure everyone goes over and gives Woody a subscribe, you know. He drops some belter little shorts. Get some of the facts out there, you know what I mean, for some of the hard of learning. It doesn't matter. He won't have my address. He'll have the address what I use for correspondence. What on paper it says I live at. I actually don't, but I can pick the letters up from there. So he won't have my address at all. And even if he did, he couldn't do anything with it anyway. It's a jog, man. Why do you think he's now going through solicitors? Because he's tried all of this. Intimidation, I'm going to get your address. Won't bother me if you did anyway, mate. You couldn't do nothing. You know what I mean? But that's not worked. So now it's the legal route. Anything to shut anybody down who comes online, points out what these people are like, the levels they'll stoop to try and ruin people's lives, all to get a few extra little views on his video, on his YouTube channel, and sit there parading over people like he's something that he's not. Because this man, let's be honest, this man has clearly his whole life been desperate to be a celebrity, like proper desperate though. Not like when you're a kid and you're like, yeah, I want to be a celebrity, I want to be a footballer, I want to be a singer or whatever. This geezer's whole life has been, I need to be famous, and he'll do anything for it. Look at the Ian Huntley Day situation a few years back. You know what I'm saying? And that's just a small insight into the man's character. In my personal opinion, obviously, as you know, everything over here is merely speculation. Do you know what it is? I was going to drop it tonight. I was thinking about it, but then as I've woke up properly and I thought about it, they are desperately trying to goad me into dropping them for a reason. You know why? It's not even to get me done. It's to get Rachel's ex sent back to jail. That's why they want me to put the full voice note out. Because at the moment, who's to say what he said to me? He can become friends with another man offline if he wants to, and have little phone calls with him, being pally. What's wrong with that? There's no crime committed. You know what I'm saying? Unless I put out the full voice clip of him telling me absolutely everything about these people, they can't really do anything, can they? But as you have seen, it is real. It does exist. Woody Wanderer has seen a bigger portion of the clip where they do disclose a few things. So again, like I say, JDP has got, I'm the one who's holding all the cards. Why am I going to show him all my cards? I'm not, am I? I'm going to keep playing them. When the time's right, each card will come out. Bosher. You know, like I have been doing. Come on, up the boys, you know, JDP Army. Make sure you're smashing the like, not the pipes. We do not want to be looking like Rachel this Christmas. But yeah, it's quite clear, really, isn't it, that Rach and Hedgehog Man are serious police informers. Even though they're on here chatting people are grassies for doing copyright strikes, they're on the phone to the old bill, left, right, centre. Hedgehog Man's got his panic button. Rachel's like, oh, hey, man, you need to get me ex sent back to jail. He's blowing the whistle on how much of a scumbag we are. Yeah, too late, kid. Too late. I've got it all. Like I say, I can shout the odd person behind the scenes so people can confirm what I am saying is true to the masses. But again, we do need to protect these geezers, you know, because they're obviously trying to get him sent back to jail. So I need to protect him as much as I can. I mean, that little clip what I put out yesterday, like I say, I made sure there was nothing in the clip what I put out. And I put it out more just to show them too, like, I don't think I'm playing when I'm saying I've spoke to people. It's all real. I've got real information on you, as they know anyway. But yeah. Nah, it was easy to see what was going on there. Hedgehog Man was trying to put like different hurdles in the way. If Danny had gone up there, there'd have been another thing then. He'd have had to wait there until 11:30 at night, even though he got there at tea time or something. You know what I mean? He'd have to sit and wait till 11:30 to go to. There'd have just been more things to try and make it like impossible. You know what I mean? So unless you're literally willing to drive up there and sit in your car for 24 hours waiting for him, it's not going to happen. You know what I mean? And he's going to convince his following that you pulled out. Because as we all know, like I say, Creepy Craig doesn't fight blokes. His past record shows that. A caution for attacking a female friend in a house party. You know what I'm saying? Posting Revenge Pete online. The disgusting lyrics, what he says in his songs. We are going to actually, on the Creepy Craig Daily tonight, that's what we're going to do. We're going to go through some clips. You know, the joke he said, his lyrics from some songs and things like that. And we're going to go through them all on the Creepy Craig Daily tonight. And just point out, you know, the sick, deprived mind of this man, in my opinion, like I say, all from things what he himself has put out there and things what came from his own mouth. So there can be no slander charges. But even if there is, like I say, who actually cares about the civil court? He wouldn't do it. There's no way he'd do it, man. It's all pointless, you know what I'm saying? I'd love him to call me out so then I can pick a gym and say, this gym tomorrow. And then him not turn up and then it's just a job's a good one in it. You know what I'm saying? No hurdles. You've got to drive here and not say anything to anyone for 10 hours and sit in this phone box until 5 people have drove past and seen you there. And then I'll give you a, yeah, right, mate. You call me out and I'll tell you this gym tomorrow or the day after. And then if you're not there, it's done in it. Simple. You've been shown. Muppet. But everyone knows anyway, is a Muppet. Yeah, I may well have knew all this ages ago, but like I say, I don't actually concern myself with other people's business online, and I don't actually care until they started trying to do it to my missus and my kids who had nothing to do with this, pushing disgusting narratives around and putting them out as fact. Then now I'm going to point out exactly what this bloke is and what he does. Don't you understand that? What don't you understand? How many times do I have to explain to you, morons? Oh, behave, man. He couldn't spot Rachel out, man. I bet Rachel's a bit too game for him. I bet if anything goes off in that house, Hedgehog Man's going to end up sparked out, mate. Alien Head will be bouncing round after a second bomber whiz for the day. Hedgehog Man's been done. Loads, bro. This is what I'm saying. But the cult, that's what they all hide behind. Oh, it's nothing's new news. You all knew this before. What? So, because people have known that he's done X, Y, Z before, but no one's actually had the minerals to come on here before and connect up the dots and show people for exactly what this bloke is. And that means that no one can. No. This man has made a living out of coming online and bullying people, trying to ruin people's lives in the real world. Even if he just kept it online, it'd sort of be one of them. Well, yeah, that's the game, what he's playing. But he always tries to ruin people's lives, always mentions people's kids. He's a sick, horrible individual, in my opinion. Exactly. But you know what the thing is? My missus is actually a proper normal woman. Like, literally, you know what I'm saying? Doesn't take anything. Like I say, she'll have the odd cigarette here or there. When we're on holiday, she may have a couple of beers one evening and she'll end up dead light-headed or something. You know what I mean? Like, very rare she will do anything at all. You know what I mean? These are full on. Well, we know what they are. You can see it. Make your own mind up what you think there. But they try and call others. Mental it is. Do I work for Creepy? You off your head? Creepy doesn't want people on here exposing Creepy. Creepy wants to be on here, everyone licking his back end like he's some great thing, while he pushes narratives towards everybody else. He doesn't like people pointing out facts on him, which is what I'm doing, which is why you can tell I ain't working with no one. Exactly. He doesn't like it when people give it him back, you know what I'm saying? But he chose the wrong one with me, because no amount of threats or intimidation off that little rat in a hat could ever scare me in any way, ever. You know what I mean? And even this legal stuff, like I say, I understand the court, I understand what it is. It's nothing, it's a civil court matter, you know what I'm saying? Oh, it'd take him 4 years throwing cash at it, because it's hard to get a defamation case anyway, yeah, like slander and that. So it'd take him years throwing cash at it for him to tell him, oh, this geezer's got nothing. If I haven't won the counterclaim, this geezer's got nothing, you're going to get 300 quid at £5 a week. It's just cost you about 10 grand over the last 4 years. Idiot. Crack on, mate. On the last, lad. I've already won. I'm already winning. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm saying. What they did when the mask slipped and they involved children and a woman, that was the first slip of the mask. Loads of people woke up to him, then seen what there was and jumped straight over to me and started showing me support. Now look, now he's grassing. Now he's threatening legal action. He's going to grasp for me doing to him a small amount of what he does to loads of people every single day for the past 5 years. So more people are waking up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even really having to do that much. They are in full-blown panic mode, him and Rachel. They must be banging heads when they're running around in that room trying to figure something out or something because it's all going wrong. They're just running in circles, head knocking each other. Fair and morons. This, no, but it's not about that because they push something towards children, which has actually had people ringing social services, and this could actually direct hate and that. She's had the police from Northumbria. They want her to go up. She's got a crime number. Don't think it's a game because it ain't. I've been telling her not to do it, but to be honest, she probably should do it, especially with these actually trying to chat absolute waffle. When Courtney is not on here, no one can call her a grass, and she'd be well within her rights, and I hope she does. If you are watching downstairs while you're cooking with that little brekkie, Courtney, do it, girl. Yeah, exactly, mate. That's what I'm saying. He doesn't like it. He doesn't like the truth. He doesn't like facts. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't like people being able to see him for exactly what he is. He likes to have this little veil over people, you know, that he's some great guy and he's just reacting to Danny's content and blah, blah, blah. When in reality, no, you're desperately trying to ruin the man's life, trying to cause him untold amounts of stress, targeting his missus, targeting his family. You do it day after day after day after day. I started pointing out what you're about. And now it's legal matters, suing him, blah, blah, this, that. Get out of here, man. Slap. So, I told you ages ago, man. We started seeing each other still again. About a month ago. With all this with Hedgehog, man, and that, this brought us well back together. Use have proper helped my relationship, in all honesty, because, yeah, maybe it was looking like we was on a bit of a rocky road, you know, we split up for a bit, this, that, the other, started trying to get back together. These done this, bosh out, brought us right back together. Come on! You know how I roll. Now I'm getting out, banging full English breakfast from the farm shop, cooked downstairs right now as we speak, while I'm on the phone, while I'm on the live to you guys. Come on. Definitely. They're both in here, mate, pair of cretins. They watch everything I do at the moment. Everything. We know it. They know it. They can't sleep because of me. They can't sleep. They don't know exactly what information I've got. How many people have I spoke to? How many people have sent me X, Y, Z? Because I keep dropping bombshells and I keep getting them right just out the blue. How does he keep doing it? Because it's like I told you know, in my real life, people who know me, I am known as like a nice geezer, really. Like most people like me, like I say. So I know people wouldn't go out of the way to talk bad about me to them, whereas they are known in their local areas as what we know them as absolute scrouts. So people are in and out my inbox like no tomorrow. I didn't need him to do it. He just did it for me, mate. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, we was trying. And then when they did this, probably thinking, you know, they was going to cause untold amounts of stress. I mean, Courtney did go upset, but it just made me know inside me that even though we've been together a long time and sometimes things can feel a little bit stale and that, I proper love this woman. You know what I mean? Bosha. So, yeah, they've reinvigorated me for me woman. Come on, up there, boys. Exactly. Mushroom wasn't his mate either, though. Dimitri hated him. You should see some of the messages I've got off Dimitri about him. Dimitri, you know, something, rest in peace, Dimitri. He's dead now, like so. Dimitri was one of my sources. Check that one. Dimitri was one of the flavours on the kebab gig. Come on, up Dimitri Mushrooms. Come on, legend. But this is what I'm saying. I'd have never even blew him up. Dimitri was telling me stuff for years. That's how I know where Hedgehog Man lives. Dimitri Mushrooms, you know what I mean? I'm only telling you like now because no one can say anything to him. Like the geezer's dead, rest in peace, you know what I mean? Good bloke, nice fella, really. Got sucked in by the Hedgehog Man and after a little bit of time, he realised what the hedgehog man was, you know what I mean? Creature. Dimitri hated him. Exactly. Yeah, rest in peace to Dimitri. He was a good bloke, you know what I mean? And I'd never blew Dimitri up. When he's telling you now, like, for obvious reasons, you know what I mean? No one can say or do anything to him about it now, can they? He's at peace, like, so there you go. Dimmy was one of my sources. Oh, is this what they're going to say now? Listen, I could release that full phone call, but I know what they're trying to do. I've seen the comments where Rachel's trying to say that she's going to get him back to jail. He's a MAPA-free offender. He shouldn't be doing any sort of contact. He's dangerous. Get him back sent to jail for Christmas. That's what they're after doing there. Nothing to me. What could they do to me anyway? I've had a conversation with someone. I've put it on a video. So what? Do you think I'm stupid? Do you think I've never been locked up in my life? It's all civil matters, yeah. Civil matters are nothing. They take a long time to go through the system and they cost you money, yeah, for nothing basically. It's like money for old rope. So you crack on, like I say. Oh, 1,000,000%, mate. You could tell the geezer was like a bit of a boy out, you know what I mean? He seemed sound like by the end of the phone call, I actually liked him. I thought he's all right, he is, you know what I mean? Which is why I haven't just put the phone call out, because the phone call would crucify him, mate. Show everything I've been saying as true, that they're a pair of cretins, you know what I mean? And the sort of people they actually are. But like I say, that would then affect this man's life, and it'd be sort of like playing all your cards at once, which I don't need to do. I'm winning this. I can keep all my cards here and play them as needed. No, he won't. He'll ignore you, mate. That's what I'm saying. Civil case. What do you think I'm bothered? Who do you think I am, bro? Oh no. Oh no. I'm gonna have to sit with my solicitor, pay him a little bit of money to do a counterclaim against this moron. Oh no, what a bad day. What a bad day. Exactly, lad. Exactly. Do you know what it is though? Some weeks I actually earn like a little bit less than you see, yeah. But because it's like so close to the finger, I don't even qualify for anything. So he might not even get £3. He might get £2.50 a week off me. Oh, hilarious. Respect, Kate. He's an absolute horror, mate. That's what he is. Absolute creep. Exactly. He's got a few of them in his chat. They come into my comments sometimes telling me. The one of them I've told you about her a few times. She's like, "This is dangerous, JDP. What you're saying here, this could cause real harm to blah blah blah. I work for women's charities for blah blah blah." And I'm thinking, "Oh yeah, do you? And how come you're supporting him so much? If you work with women who've gone through so much stuff, you're either lying or you're a very strange individual." And to be fair, it could be either if you're in that cult. They might be sending a mole over. Who knows? Yes, Dark Side News. Hope you're all good, bro. Listen, I was after a back and forth, bit of a back and forth, bit of a laugh. That was all I was after. It'd have been long finished and done by now if he'd have, even the video what he made, like Doc says, if he'd have just dropped a few jokes, not involved my missus or my family and tried to push any lies, dropped a few jokes, reviewed some of my content, maybe made me look a bit daft. Yeah, I might have come back with a couple of videos back. He may have made me look stupid again. And then that'd have been it. Finished. Done. Yeah, correct. But no, they try to go deep and disturbing and dark because that's what they have to do when they realise they can't beat someone in a battle of wits. They try to sink to levels that normal people wouldn't go to try and affect people's lives. Very strange people, man. Very strange people. Good, man. The more people what are waking up to this absolute creature, the better, you know what I mean? Big shout out to every single one of yous, because without yous, it would just be me sat here saying Hedgehog Man's XYZ. But with you guys all waking up to it, it awakens the community more, you know what I mean? When you can all look at things yourself and put your own opinions in the comments for other people to read and see what they think. And yeah, man, it's a growing movement. So big shout out to all of you guys. Make sure anyone who's not got themselves over to JDP Productions, make sure you get yourself over, hit the subscribe over there, because we will be live for the Creepy Craig Daily tonight between 8 and 10. JDP, I got nothing. Don't worry about that. Come on, Mr. Hustle, you know, kid. What's back? Here. My mate's actually mates with Dougie Joyce, you know. It's pointless, mate. He'd just put things in the way, or let's be honest, he'd probably try and desperately pay someone to come and fight for him. That's what he'd do. So, like I say, that little Ming needs to call me out, and then I will accept, and we'll have a fight date. I promise you, if he calls me out, I will have a date and a time within 48 hours of when he calls me out, and we'll do it. No, I'm messing. But I'm not playing these run-around games like what he did with Danny. Not a chance on this earth. Yeah, he's a creature. Woody's going to put it out later. Woody is the main man for the little clips, you know, in regards to Hedgehog Man. So make sure you're all getting over to Woody Wanderer. Absolute belter little channel. He puts all the fight streams on for us. He's the absolute man. £5 is like... That's like 2 weeks' money to me. Without that £5, I'd have to starve for 2 weeks. Please don't take the £5. Please. Please. Oh, that's... Rach doesn't even shop at Iceland, mate. That was a step up when Karate Martin gave her that. She shops at that thing. Have you seen Shameless, where they come back with the tins with no labels on? And they have to... What's in this one? That's where Rach goes shopping. Right, anyway, I think that's pretty much everything I had to say. I mean, they can try and make up whatever lies they want, but as we can all see, the reason they want me to put that full phone call out is not even to get at me, it's to get Rachel's ex sent back to prison for Christmas, as she wrote in the comments herself earlier on. So if that doesn't show you exactly what they are, if you don't like me, surely that should. Now, we'll see you all. Probably another video this afternoon. Get yourselves over to JDP Productions for the Creepy Craig Daily tonight. Peace.